your allocation. And from the onset, I want to thank the leadership of this committee, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, and also Honorable Murungi, Senator, who are co-chairing this mediation committee, which I was part of, Mr. Speaker. It was an intense meeting, and some of the misconceptions that came out that the National Assembly does not support devolution were cancelled that day, because members from the National Assembly who are sitting in this mediation committee agreed with the Senate that it is important for us to fund devolution fully so that devolution can work for our people, and it actually came out from the final amount that was agreed on, Mr. Speaker. The Senate had proposed 415 billion. CRA had proposed 396 billion. The National Assembly had proposed 391 billion, Mr. Speaker. But by the end of the mediation process, we all agreed on a figure that is unprecedented, that is 401 billion Kenya shillings, Mr. Speaker, that will go to our counties as the shareable revenue. Mr. Speaker, I want to agree with Honorable Nyikal, who said that it is important when we're doing the budget policy statement in this House that we also know what are the priority areas of our counties, Mr. Speaker, because then it will inform our decisions, even as the Budget and Appropriations Committee, also as a House, Mr. Speaker, because we know what the counties are looking at, what are their projections, what are some of the things that they would like to do. When we met at the mediation process, Mr. Speaker, which you are also part of it, you saw that the Senate actually had an elaborate view of why they wanted more funds to go to the counties, Mr. Speaker. They had a document which showed that in the counties, there were some counties which had started doing the industrial parks. There were 21 others which have not started. There are continuing one which need to be funded, Mr. Speaker. There was also the issue of the community health workers, Mr. Speaker, where the county governments were giving a shilling and the national government was also giving a shilling so that our community health promoters who are doing an excellent job are actually funded. There were also the statutory requirement of the taxes that were increased to, like the national, the housing levy or fund, which the county government employees are supposed to also remit. And so the Senate had a bigger picture and had the picture of why county governments had the funds, Mr. Speaker. And so I do agree that this House need to be appraised of some of these issues when we're doing the BPS. And so the matters that are discussed at the IBEG need to find itself in this House, Mr. Speaker, so that when we are allocating these funds, then we know what we are dealing with, Mr. Speaker. It is also clear, and we agreed, that even though we have some challenges in some of our counties, Mr. Speaker, we will, in terms of misappropriation of these funds, once they get themselves to the county, as a House, we will not play that politics of once we give out those functions are devolved, Mr. Speaker. I would also like to congratulate the chairperson of the Council of Governors, Honorable Anne Waiguru. We have seen her over time engaging with the relevant committees and also even members to see that the funds have continuously been increased from the time she was chairperson. We've seen her dedication and her commitment in ensuring that more funds go to the counties, Mr. Speaker, and also that those funds are remitted on time before the end of the financial year to go to our counties so that they can serve our people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Members, join me in welcoming students from Happyland Girls Senior School from Kajiado East. They are seated in the Speaker's Gallery. They are welcome to follow our proceedings this afternoon. I'll give Honorable Caleb Mule 1 minute to welcome both Machakos girls and the Happyland girls. Honorable Mule.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I take this opportunity to welcome Machakos girls and the schools that are at the Speaker's Gallery and the public gallery. And I would like to encourage you. The sky is the limit. One time, Many years ago, I visited, and I was seated at the gallery, and I didn't imagine one time I will be seated inside here to debate. So you're welcome, and you're encouraged to continue working hard. The sky is the limit. Thank you very much.